Yes, our final question that we will be trying to understand before we throw it open for Q&A. Sumit, what pitfalls should we avoid after the completion of a PIP? I am 200% sure Sumit will hit a double sixer with this question. So yes, please go ahead.
Too much pressure. If I don't fulfill your expectation, don't put me on a PIP, please. So I think the first pitfall is how does the team dynamic change? So ignoring the team dynamic, like somebody who's come out from a PIP and is now being integrated back into the team like a regular employee, is there some kind of resentment or some kind of underperformer in our team? And no, I don't want to work with this person because they were on a PIP. So not addressing that team dynamic is a potential pitfall, and as a manager and as a people success individual, you'll need to address that. The second part of it is allowing that residual label of being on a PIP to affect future performance reviews. So there should not be any extra pressure. There was a PIP, the employee successfully came out of it, end of story. For the next performance cycle, of course, it also links to another pitfall, which is ignoring the PIP. The issues will not automatically go away. For example, if I'm supposed to be, let's say, a data analyst, and my knowledge of say Python is shaky, because of which you put me on a PIP, you still might have to invest in training, you still might have to keep giving me feedback. And so assuming the issue has gone away just because I was able to focus or make the most of the support I was given for those 2 months, 3 months, that's a potential pitfall. So you can't just assume the issue has gone away. You still might need to keep investing in it. You might need to keep checking in, but without carrying a microscope. So as an employee who's recovered from a PIP, you don't get to constantly hover over my shoulder and say, now today, what is he doing? Is he still at risk of a PIP? That only puts extra pressure and it backfires. So ignoring team dynamics is an issue. Maintaining biases is an issue. Allowing the PIP to dilute future performance discussions can be an issue. Another pitfall is not allowing the employee a voice. So collect feedback from the person on what is their learning from the entire experience, what could have prevented the PIP in the first place, and what additional support can we provide to new members in the team or to other people to make sure a repeat of this scenario doesn't happen. And kind of trying to get to the root cause of what led to the performance gap. And sometimes it may or may not even be in a person's control. It could have been additional external factors, but important to address it. And lastly, whether you're documenting it during the PIP or not, at the closure stage, if you're not clarifying what changed and how the person was able to improve performance and what should they carry on doing, you're failing in your duty as a manager. So since the Cricket World Cup is going on, and since I was asked to hit a couple of sixers, I'll take a cricket example. Say you've got a great batsman who hasn't scored runs in the first 4 games. Simply yelling at them and saying, hey, you need to score runs is not enough. If they've scored runs in the 5th game, again, not enough. It could have been an easier pitch. They could have been up against a weaker bowler. It doesn't necessarily mean that, let's say, the batsman's tendency to get out to a shorter ball has disappeared. So you still might need to keep a watch out for that. You still might need to coach them for that. But for that one game, the performance has improved. So while they've come out of the PIP or a potential PIP, it doesn't necessarily mean much.